here, and I hear a lot of talk about everyone about this magical DLC 5, and well, I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it. First of all, is it still possible to happen? Yeah, actually, it is still possible to for a DLC 5 to happen, but the real question is, what would it contain? Now, I hear everyone asking, is it possible? Is it possible? And yeah, it's possible, but no one seems to be talking about what would really be in this magical DLC 5 that we all want, but are not sure we're gonna get. If I were to guess, I would not think, there's either two things that can happen, or actually more than two, but there's a couple things that can happen. First one is, it's a DLC with 4 multiplayer maps and a zombies map. Or it could be just multiplayer, maybe a few multiplayer maps and some weapons. Or it could be just zombies, maybe a remastered zombie map and some other stuff. I don't know. Maybe a new Gobblegum. I don't know. Or it can be what I'm guessing. They're just gonna continue. They're not gonna add any more multiplayer maps. Let's be real. If you go to the multiplayer section, it's already filled up. Unless they add a scrolling feature, which I mean they could, but probably not. I don't know. It's still possible. All I'm saying is just guessing me guessing pretty much. What probably is gonna happen, or what I think is gonna happen, is that we're either gonna, for zombies I'm talking about. I'm into multiplayer, but I'm not into Black Ops 3 multiplayer. I like the modern warfare like back then. I'm not into the futuristic feel. But anyways, if I were to guess, they're like, would they really continue the story with Black Ops 3? Now we probably can guess that they are going to continue the story, but if they were to add this magical DLC 5, would they really just add a new map? They could. I don't think so. I'm more leaning towards a remaster. That's what's most likely. Now I really doubt that they're going to remaster every single zombies map. It is possible. I'm just guessing, but it's not likely. If they were to remaster maps, it would either have to be, not have to be, but it would either be all the World at War maps, or all the Black Ops 1 maps, or both. I don't think any Black Ops 2 maps are gonna be remastered. If they do, then that's good for us. We have all the maps on next gen. But personally, it's either going to be World at War or Black Ops 1, or even both. But I really don't think we're gonna get Black Ops 2 remastered maps. I mean, sure, they were a while ago, but I mean, it's possible. I could be completely wrong, and we're just gonna get all, 24 maps? We had a lot of maps though. That's all I know. But if we were, but the only problem I see is with Revelations. We've got parts of DLC, or parts of parts of other zombies maps in Revelations. The only problem that really comes up for me is that what's the point of Revelations? Revelations being a DLC 4, I believe, is actually one of the most waste of time ever they could possibly add in a DLC. They got a chance to do something amazing, and they just gave us remastered parts of maps. I don't know about you guys, but I would rather have the full map remastered. I would rather have one full remastered map than just all of them put together into one. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really feel like playing every single remastered map, just a part of it. I'd rather be able to play. Honestly, you can even remaster Shinonuma, and I'll be fine. But I don't think Revelations was up to its hype. If they were to, Revelations should have been a revelation. A revelation is supposed to be a sudden knowing, it's clear now. That's what it should have been. I never felt that once in Revelations, or even any zombies map in Black Ops 3 at all. Just maybe the Horizon Jack, when we figured out why we killed Dempsey, just maybe, but not full, not like a complete, oh, this makes total sense now. I never felt that, not even in Revelations, and the title is called Revelations. So anyways, I'm getting a little off topic. Pretty much, if they were to make a DLC 5, which it's not going to be called DLC 5. I can already tell you now that there's no DLC 5. If there is going to be DLC 5, then I'm totally wrong, which it's still possible, but I'm leaning more towards just a Resurrection 2.0, not a DLC 5. Now, all of you guys out there who think, oh, I have the season pass, I'll get this one for free. No, we're talking about Activision here, and it clearly says, as their slogan goes, 4 DLCs, 1 great price. If they were to give it to season pass owners, I would be beyond impressed. I would be happy. I would that would be good, but knowing Activision, you can almost 100% like guess that it's not coming within the season pass. If it is, then that's good for us. If not, then well, you're most likely gonna have to pay 15 to 20 bucks depending on how much they're really pushing towards this. Now, they clearly said in their live stream that as long as people are playing this game, then they're gonna continue supporting it, and I'm quoting that from them. I think exactly they said that as long as people are literally playing this game, we'll be fine. Now let's think about this. They finished Revelations around April, I believe they said. It's been a while since they finished it. What do you think? Why do you think they rushed it? I think they should have sat down and instead of rushing it, actually went over and think of stuff that they could have done. Now, why do you think they rushed it? Well, it could be nothing. It could be they just wanted to finish early, get a little break, maybe get a head start on the next COD game or their next title. But I'm leaning more towards that. Leaning more towards the remastered map feel. Now, remember how I said before that it was a waste of time to make a Revelations map? Sure, it was, but that was before I figured out they were going to continue supporting the game. I think that they finished Revelations so early is because they finished all remastered maps. Every single map that you saw in that Revelations thing, they've completed completely. That's what I believe. I could be totally wrong. It could be high. I could be freaking completely wrong. But think about it. This is DLC 4 we're talking about, and they're not gonna throw it away and just all maps put together. Sure, maybe they're that dumb and they wanted to do that, but personally, I think that they completely remastered Noct. Noct is the only map that was completely remastered besides the Giant in Black Ops 3, but it was inside a map. I seriously think that maybe not. Every map in there is probably going to be remastered. Hopefully, I could be wrong, but I'm hoping, I'm just praying for maybe not all of them. I would be happy with literally just a Mob of the Dead remake, or maybe just a Kino remake. I'd be fine with one remake or one remaster. I'm kind of going off topic here, but I would honestly, pretty much back to like the topic, is DLC 5 possible? Yeah, it's possible, and I don't think they're gonna just continue the Black Ops 3 story. I think they're just gonna, if they were to add more zombies content, either gobblegums, maybe a map that was already here before. But the question now arises, because people just seem to want to talk about if DLC 5 is happening, but I'm gonna get into detail. So DLC 5, maybe not DLC 5, but remastered maps. We all know that. Look what I'm holding right now, the HG40. I'm not holding the MP40, holding the HG40. Now, let's say the remaster in Kino. Would the HG40 be for that one? I actually have no clue. Now, let's talk about this. Let's say the remaster, they can't remaster Derice, because they already did. Let's just say the remaster, trying to think of a map that has a PPSH besides. Okay, let's just say they remaster, Noct. Would they bring back the old Noct weapons, or just be lazy and fill in all the Black Ops 3 weapons? Personally, I want a different variety of weapons. If you're remastering a map, I want those old weapons back. That's just my opinion. I don't want to use these weapons. If we're going back, I want to have the exact experience that I had years ago when those maps came out. I want to feel like I'm playing Kino. I want to be able to use oh shit, I hit the box. I want to be able to use all those weapons. I'm able to use all those. That's just the one problem that I feel that I hope they resolve, but probably not. If they do, I hope they do. I really do. Because we can always refer back to this. They remastered maps in Black Ops 1. Sure. And what weapons do they have? They brought back some of the old weapons, kept some new ones. They did. So it is possible that some weapons could be remastered, but not all of them. If they do remaster some weapons, I'm hoping the popular ones. Don't give me the Springfield or like the Arasaka or something. Give me like the MP40. I don't want to hold this HG40. I want to hold an MP40. I want to feel like I'm back. I want to be able to look at the gun and say, I remember this. When I look at the HG40, you know what I think of? I don't think of the MP40. I think of Black Ops 3. and this weird fake or like knockoff of the MP40. I want an MP40. I want all the LMGs back. I want everything back. That's just me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like using the Weevil in Noct or something. Like I don't want to do that. I want to have all my old weapons back. I want to have what I had before. That's just me. So we literally took a question and dissected it more than it should be, but I'm gonna go into some more. In Black Ops 1, when they remastered the World at War maps, there wasn't a problem with perks. There was all the World at War perks were already in Black Ops 1. But if, let's say, the remastered Buried or Die Rise, will they bring back Who's Who? Will they bring back Vulture Aid? Again, I don't know. I can't answer. It's up to them. But if I were them, if they're remastering a map, I want the full experience. Whether that perk was bad or not, I would rather have the full experience. Whether I have to go back and buy Who's Who again, I would. Or Vulture Aid was a good perk in World at War because Juggernaut, Speed Cola, Double Tap, and Quick Arrive were already in World at War. So they just simply had to, port it over, I guess you can call it. They never had the problem of, should we add this? But if it is a remaster, I would hope and I would think that those weapons or those perks would be coming back. Now that is mainly every issue that I see that, or not issue, every like topic that I want to cover, but there might be one more that I have a problem with, or not a problem with. Let's just say they remaster Mob of the Dead, or let's just say they Mob of the Dead is a perfect example. We had a lot of Mob of the Dead only weapons within Mob of the Dead, like the AK-47, the Uzi, is that it? I mean, I guess the blunderbuss, but that's just a wonder weapon, so that's most likely coming back anyways. But Mob of the Dead, will they bring back those old weapons? I sure hope so. Again, it's all in their hands. They could make this mythical DLC 5 the best experience we've ever had within a Treyarch game, or they can ruin it and simply just copy and paste and port over with all the with all these weapons like the Weevil. Sure, I'd still play the map. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna play it because it sucks. Sure, I'm gonna play the map still and probably play them more than I did these maps because I just love going back and playing them. But it's not that I'm gonna stop playing. I'm still going to play those remastered maps, not as much. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you do like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for the next video or live stream, put it down there. Let me know what maps you want remastered. Do you want these old weapons? Like, is there any other like contradictory that you see that I should talk about? Like, I don't think of anything else, but that's pretty much it for now. But that's it. So see you guys in the next video.